Fuck, dude. Ow. We have a wild turkey on site. These turkeys are great for eating ticks. We have a tick problem out here. So turkey, bring on your friends down over to the land for a feast of infinite ticks. Whoa. Look how far away it is. Wow. Holy crap, you can't even see him from here. Man. Oh, I gotta fucking let that dog out. I swear it helps. Be grunting. It definitely helps. It's like an exhaust system, you know, gotta let out that pressure. Alright. That's nice. Can you see that, cameraman? Follow the line. With the edge of the rock, the face, and the line here. Woo! good as I'm gonna get it. I had to do a 180 on it. A 180 and then a 180. So a 360. Arrived. Destination. Rock wall. Oh. Yeah, I mean, that'll work. Work with what you got. That's the important part of this project, is to work with what you got. You know, as a viewer of this video, I'll be wondering to myself, where are these such fine stones coming from? And let me tell you, these stones are locally harvested from beyond the fields there that you see in the background and around this general area. Local, sustainable, organic, human extracted field stones. These are fresh. I just got them with my mighty pickaxe. You can see there's still some dirt on them, fresh from the ground, from the earth. This one too. These ones are big. These have been cultivating for who knows, hundreds of years. They're massive, and they keep getting churned out every year. They're pretty common out here in like fields, farms in the south, very much so up north. Up north they use a lot of stones because all the clearing they did on mass scales. You go up there, it's just miles and miles and miles and miles of stone wall. I read online somewhere, it was like an absurd, ridiculous number of how many miles of stone are up there. Somewhere around like 2,000. Normally when there's not any more water, that's how I know when it's time to go. But I have this mortar here that I need to make do with so I can clean the wheelbarrow and get myself to a source of water. I'm excited. Oh, who's that over there? What is that? Who is that? And who are you looking at me? Where are you? There you are. Here you are. This is a good one right here. Maybe a 120 pounder right here. Needs a little wash and is good to go. Good for market. Oh, here we are. We got another one over here. It's nice, you know, this was part of a trenching that we were working on. along the process, these big, beautiful, fresh stones were discovered. Just harvested 2 for 1. Doing the trenches and then also harvesting rocks. Come on now. Beautiful stones. We got little ones too right here. Oh, that's clay. Wait, is it? That's clay. But on the occasion, I will get small ones right here. This is one. But these ones, I'll just throw them back in the earth and just let them keep growing and come back to them maybe or not. But here goes another one. This is good. This is a good size. It's not too small. This can stay with us. We got another massive one. This one probably hasn't even seen the light of the day till today. Perfect. Little small flat piece, perfect. So look at these massive boulders. These boulders have probably been growing in this field for millennia, long time, who knows. And these are basically the creme of the crop out here that we found so far. And these things will just probably be here. They just deserve to be there as they are. Not move them, not touch them. You need heavy machinery to do that. It's not worth it. Why would you want to move them? They're here. They're showing their elegance, their strength, and their beauty. I take a knee before this amazing, beautiful wall. The only kinds of walls that should be built, other than homes and gardens, etc., but never, never in borders. It's complete in its glory and existence and its beauty. All those stones, organically harvested, sustainably harvested, and used, here they are, here they shine. They will live here for who knows how long this wall will be here, really. A lot of that has to do with my labor, with how I constructed this wall. The ratios of the mortar, some days on, some days off, but as you can see, it's still intact. And it's looking good, and I cannot wait for this wall to start getting some aging, some wear and tear. Maybe some moss will grow on some parts of it. I'm not sure how it will look, but it's here at last. Took a long time. Very well worth it. I learned a lot in the sense of having patience. Seeing a project through, a project like this, for example, where I began with a bunch of stones that were just around here. At first, there was not an initial belonging for them in my conceived mind as a human. Out in nature, they just belong where they belong, right? But through all the digging and altering of the land, many of these stones came to be on the surface. So I thought, what do I do with them? Started envisioning projects, ideas, and here they are, right? Basically working with what is available and what you got. And you know, people take the route of buying flagstones, all kinds of stones that are cut to dimension. They're cut precisely, they're cut square, they're cut and, just ready to assemble like Lego pieces. And this is a lot more like Tetris in that sense, because you just kind of got to make it work, right? That's the beauty of it. That was the fun part. I learned to make it work, right? There was piles of them here when I first began. I was like, where do I begin, right? Sometimes we can get paralyzed at that thought. Where do I begin? But I figured start somewhere, and it's so simple of a thought and idea to be like, just begin, just start. But to some, for me, at times, I don't always fully understand that, and this taught me some of that a lot more. Just begin somewhere, and it doesn't have to be all at once. It doesn't have to be all in a day, all in a week. It can take time, and that's what this came to be, and now it is complete. Other than adding filled dirt all the way back here, just pushing the dirt up to the stones, but the labor of this is done. The hard part, getting these big, massive boulders here with the help of the excavator, and then with grunt force, putting them in their prospective place and taking them off and putting them back on and mixing mortar and just la 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 la. A lot of persistence, a lot of determination and patience, and learning when to rest. Some days like, okay, just stop. And also just learning to enjoy the process, because those who will be able to see this and everyone involved who will come and congregate here, my generation, future generations, who knows, they will get to enjoy it. I get to enjoy looking at it now. I put labor into this. Thoughts, sweat, blood, screams from smashing my fingers against another boulder. Sometimes I might not even think twice about this. Just look at it at a simple glance. Maybe I'm annoyed. Maybe it's storming. Maybe this, maybe that, maybe the other, maybe not that. And I won't think about it. So interesting how the human mind is. So much time was spent here, and then just like that, so much time taken away from the idea of this, in the sense of recognizing and acknowledging that what went down. But that's okay. That's just how it is. This is complete, and it's here. Another thing that was fun was seeing how the pieces just fit together. For example, this cornerstone right here, the head cornerstone. That stone was way over there, and I didn't think twice about it for the longest, because all these other stones were coming about. But that stone, when it came down to this section, I looked at it and I just knew. I was like, you belong there. And I placed them there, and then boom, perfect for my interest, for my eye. Some might look at this and think this, think that shouldn't have gone there, whatever. This is what I saw, and it's cool to see. If I really take time to look at it, it's cool to see how every stone was placed intentionally in that orientation, in that specific location. And I think there's a lot to that in observation. Out and about, just going out, looking at buildings, looking at structures. Everything was meticulously planned and orchestrated and executed by hand. If by machine, but by hand, by mind. by idea, by creation. Maybe not always by heart, but by hand. It's wild. I like that. I like what this has taught me and shown me. Something mundane as a stone can be turned into a stone wall. Wow. So I hope to keep finding interest and creativity and vision in the mundane. It's not really mundane. Anyways,